And today we are joined by Lenie De Castro. Good morning, Lenie.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Emily?
Doing so well. We're so excited to have you on. If our listeners remember, we had, he would actually say, you're his better half, I'm sure, but we had Florian De Castro on a couple weeks ago, so we're so excited that we got you in this morning.
And thank you so much for inviting me so that I can speak on my behalf.
Yes, we got to hear your story too. So he has, so much to unpack, his history with Air Force and all of that. But both of you met in the Philippines, is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, tell me a little bit about that. How did you two meet?
Okay, so we grew up in of course, he grew up in the Philippines as well. And then my grandfather and his grandfather are neighbors in the town. And
Wow.
every time that he's coming home from Manila to visit his grandparents, we saw each other, and we know each other since we were 5.
Wow.
So he immigrated to the U.S. when he was 10 years old, and since then we've been writing with each other like a pen pal.
This is like a Hallmark movie. I love it.
I know.
You can't make this stuff up. So you've known each other since like pre-kindergarten age.
Yes.
Okay.
Like maybe before we even born.
Okay.
And I
You're
think
like our families go way back.
yes, and I think we are destined to be with each other.
Yes, that's so cool. So you said he was there until 10, and then at the age of 10, did he move somewhere else? You said he came to the U.S. Is that right?
Yes. So he immigrated to the U.S. with his mom, and then every 5 years he's coming home to visit the relatives, and then that's the time that we're seeing each other.
Oh, wow.
And then we are writing each other since then. And when he graduated from the U.S. Air Force Academy in 1998, he came home and he went to see me. And we started dating, and 2000 we got married, and he petitioned me to come here in the U.S., and we started our family in 2003 when my son was born.
Wow, what a story. I love that so much. So at what age did you two end up getting married? So how many years are you waiting in the Philippines, pen paling Florian before he was like, okay, we got to do this. Let's make this official.
Well, at the age of 28, we got married.
Okay. So
And by that time, I didn't have any boyfriend. He's my first and probably the last.
well, yes, definitely the last.
Yes, definitely the last.
Oh man.
So it just kind of like God's God's God is so good, and he made it a point that we still gonna be connected, and then to the point that we became husband and wife.
Sure. It was like his hand was on it this whole time, because that is just such a unique, beautiful story.
Yes, it is.
I love that. So while he was here doing everything with the Air Force, what was going on back at home with you? Because I know you had said you went to school. Is it in Manila? Is that right?
Yes. So I graduated from National Teachers College, and then I was given like a Bachelor of Elementary Education because I guess I love education. And then I taught there for 12 years, teaching kindergarten to 6th grade.
Okay.
And
That's a while.
yes,
So from 18 to 28.
yes. And then from that time, he started petitioning me, and then after we got married in 2000, and then he came here in the U.S. And while he was in the service in the Air Force, I applied for the Child Development Center,
Okay.
and on the base as the teacher for the pre-tots and kindergarten. So I did that for like about 8 years
Okay.
until we went to Italy. And of course, we were stationed in Italy, and as much as I would love to work, but I would love to enjoy being there and understand the culture and traditions of the Italians. So I end up not working, and I just had a good life over there by visiting different places.
Right.
Yeah.